pros and cons of woofing. So if you're thinking about doing some sort of farming, agriculture, adventure, welcome in fam, much love Trav here. Let me tell you about my experiences and what I've heard and why it's a good idea to do and how you could go about doing it. So welcome in, much love fam. Trav here. I've been working in agriculture now for sheep, about 5 years. And about 1 year of that was as basically a woofer, although I'm going to tell you about how I went about applying and doing that. And then I've spent the last 2 years as a full-time agriculture worker, right? So I'm actually a professional farmer now. I'm out here on a farm. It's called Kahumana Organic Farm. We got a cafe, we got sheep, we got pigs. What's up, pigs? The main thing that we do, salad. We do carrots. I'm not going to walk you around the farm today because it's windy and my microphone's not going to be very good. So we're going to be hanging out with the sheep in the sheep shelter while I tell you about what it's going to be like for you to be woofing. So what is woofing? I'm assuming that you already know. Basically, worldwide opportunities on organic farms. It's basically work trade. You're going to work on a farm and give your labor in exchange for room and board. So I did that and I didn't get paid for some time. Shout out. But now I also get paid. So it can be an entryway into working in agriculture. So there's two reasons to woof really. The first one is if you're like me and you want a better lifestyle. I don't want to be in traffic. I don't want to be sitting at a desk. I don't want to be going through all that bullshit on the computer, on the phone all the time. I want to go back to the land. I want to get a sweat. I want to work with cute fuzzy animals. I mean, look, we had 5 baby lambs born in the last 2 weeks. I want these animal companion friends. Nope, don't jump on me. Then you want to work in agriculture, farming. Woofing is a good entry point into the industry. So basically, farming is sort of has still kept some of the ancient practices of work and labor, where with normal jobs, yeah, with woofing you may do a resume and you may do, apply or whatever, but a lot of it's just showing up and getting to work and volunteering and being an apprentice for a long period of time until you have hireable skills and then you become a farm laborer. So it's basically how you become a professional farmer. A good way to start doing that is by woofing. So if that's your goal. The second goal is for travel. People will, nope, stop jumping on me. Okay, guess so. People will be woofers for travel, right? It's like, we have a lot of people come out like, oh, I want to see Hawaii, I want to go to Hawaii, I want to, go to a different part of the world. And woofing can be an affordable way to do that because you don't have to, the sheep's so funny. Okay, this is just what you want. Woofing can be an affordable and good way to do that because instead of, you just got to pay for your flight and then you show up and you work, right? So it's a good way to get into a new industry, good way to have a better lifestyle, good way to explore the world. So the first thing I would say is that with the cons, okay, here come the winds I was talking about. Woo! So the first thing I would say, the cons is, generally as a woofer, you're not getting paid. So you got to either live frugally and or have money saved and or have an alternate means of income. If you have none of those things, you get broke and you feel trapped and it's not a good situation. So if you're debating, hey, I want to start woofing, this seems good, but I don't have money, any money saved, then you might want to wait and save up money first and sort of wait till you can find the right opportunity because, you don't want to be super broke. So for me, in my case, I started an online business, and it isn't one of them pyramid schemes you hear about. Travel the world and work from your laptop and sell. I started an online business, and that allowed me to not need to get paid, and I could still get a car and pay for my cell phone bill and go on trips and stuff like that. So that was important for me, and it's gonna make it easier for you too. Yeah, it's gonna make it easier for you too. if you do that first, so you don't end up like a broke farmer. So that's one thing you should know. Stop jumping on me. The second thing you should know about how to apply. There's multiple ways to apply. You know, you go on the WWOOF site and you apply, and I tried doing that, but I actually got turned down by the things that I was trying to apply to. No, stop jumping. And the way that I actually got this job is I showed up and I volunteered. In this case, I actually paid to work. I paid to stay because we have retreat housing, and then I was paying and working. So I was actually paying to work for quite a while. No, stop. Before I was working for free. And that's not necessarily typical, but that's how you can actually get your first choice. Because if you just apply and get rejected, that sucks. But you can also potentially just show up and say, hey, I want to start, I want to volunteer. I mean, the way that we hire is people are always applying through WWOOF, but a lot of the people that we select are people who sign up, or people who just show up, or friends of friends, you know, people's friends. So that's what you should know. And the more money you have, the more leverage you can have, because you can show up, you can buy the plane ticket and show up, you can rent a room and show up, and you can pay to work to get your foot in the door. And some people are like, you might be hearing this and be thinking, pay to work, that's outrageous, how can you afford to do it? Well, it's a similar thing of like, you want to become a skilled laborer, you have to go to college and, you know, pay to get your doctorate, your accounting, your civil engineering, your training, whatever it is. You can approach farming as a similar way, like, I'm gonna save up to have money to invest in my education so I can become a professional. If that's your goal, and that was my goal, your goal might be different, is you just like, oh, I always want to see Hawaii, oh, I always want to see this part of Europe, oh, I always want to see South America. Then, you know, go on there and apply to as many as that you can apply to, and I hope that that works out for you. Those are some things that you need to know. What else can I tell you? The sort of situation you're going to get is going to vary widely depending on the place. So you want to look at reviews and go by personal recommendations if you can. You might be living in a tent and cooking your own food. You might have nice housing and the meals are prepared for you. You might be working, 8 hours a day. You might be working 4 hours a day. It really depends on the situation. It depends what you want. You might want something that works a little bit less but gives you a little bit less. In my case, I wanted to spend more time working and get more in exchange, right? No! I tried to lunge, grab that baby. Sorry, baby. And then you can work on different kinds of farms. You can work with livestock. I wanted to work with livestock, but actually sort of grew this program since I've been here. Maybe you want to work with, I think this one wants to sit on my lap. Yep. You can work on, plant farms. You can work on ranches. It sort of depends what you want to do. Someone's really loving me. As for our farm, I get a lot of inquiries on that, like too many, obviously, to take everyone. So the best is always to build up your experience. If you're like, I don't even know how to start, you might even want to go volunteer down the street at the local community garden, if they have that or something in your area. So that's my recommendation. Let's see, what else can I say? At the end of the day, though, I think it's an amazing way to live as a organic farmer, where you're close to the food, you have access to good food, you work out easily throughout the day, so it's just an easy way to be healthy, and you work with other people, teamwork, community, feels pretty good. So if you're on the fence about it, you should try it out. If you're thinking about it, you should go for it, but you should make your plan before you go out there. Save up your money, get an alternate income stream if you can, line up the place that you want to go, go to the place that you want to go. Woo! Here comes the wind. And if you are a woofer, or you've been a woofer, we'd love if you shared your experience down below and gave more information on your experience working on organic farms. So I would love to hear from you, and if you want more content like this, just let me know and I'll do more. I'd be happy to do it. I like to share and help people, so I appreciate you, and talk to you soon. Holler at me in the comments down below. Thank you, fam. Much love. Talk to you soon.